Hey everyone, I want to do a quick little update for the Bixpy J2 motor I have. So I don't know if you guys watched, but I have another video called I think Bixpy Update No Power. And basically on that video, I let you guys know I was having problems when I was going out in the cold weather with the battery. You know, I kept it warm in the house overnight charging. I took it out to the ramp. You know, while I was driving to the ramp, to launch my kayak, I kept the battery inside my truck. So I kept it warm. And as soon as I plugged it in and, it was the last thing I put on my kayak, and I got, to go out to get ready on the water, and I would hit the remote on the Bixpy and I would get beep, 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 on the battery itself to let me know that there's a problem. So this happened a few times, and I thought it was cold weather related, which it kind of is, according to Bixpy, because they reached out to me. But let me just get to the story itself. So, I was having problems in the cold, and the one day I was having the problem in the cold weather, it warmed up from maybe 20s, upper 20s to in the 50s, and my motor worked fine. I left it on the kayak. So Bixpy saw that video. They reached out to me and say that it's not necessarily cold weather related. It's not battery related. I looked up on the in the instruction manual or operations manual for the battery. It says operating temp between 32 and 120. So on that other video, I thought that it was just my own, stupidity, not researching the actual battery itself, and this was going to be not a good motor setup for cold weather, which is not a huge problem for me because I'm in South Carolina, but for the North people, I was a little concerned. So basically, Bixpy reached out to me, and they were saying that it wasn't the battery and really the cold weather. It was more or less the motor itself. And they were saying that there was, based on, I guess, watching my video, that they realized it was the circuit board or the main circuit board and the motor itself. So they reached out to me. We talked back and forth. I ended up sending my motor back for them to take a look at it, and they shipped it back to me. Everything's supposed to be good. This is the mount I have for the J2 motor, which is right here. So all I had to do was take out these 4 little screws, disconnect it from the plate, and they sent me a UPS label to actually send this back. Now, obviously, I've had this motor under 1 year, so I should have the the warranty on that. So they sent me a label to ship this back, and they sent it back to me free of charge, and they took care of this. I think after a year, probably. I'm sure you have to pay a small fee. I'm not really sure what the warranty is on this. You could go check on Bixpy itself. But we're going to put this back together. But it was just simple as that. They actually watched the video and said that it wasn't a problem. They don't want to confuse people and making you think that you can't buy this motor for cold weather operations, because they're telling me that this will operate in cold weather no problem. So you can see, literally it took me 2 minutes to put this back together with 4 bolts and the tie wrap and the wiring harness to get back onto my mount. It was nice that Bixpy saw that and reached out to me and let me know that it wasn't battery related, it was motor related with the motherboard. I don't know if it was cold weather related with the motherboard. That's kind of how I took that email possibly, but obviously they're saying with the lithium battery, especially the way I took care of it, keep it in the house, keep it in the truck warm, that you shouldn't have a problem with this in cold weather operation. So it was pretty cool that they did that. It was a 2-week turnaround, just because I'm on the East Coast, they're on the West Coast. I shipped it back to them, they fixed it and shipped it back to me. So as of right now, once again, there's no problem with cold weather operation with the battery like my previous video. Sorry about the wind. It's really windy out. I'm going to take that video basically down this way. It doesn't make people be turned off by saying that this doesn't operate in the cold, which it does. So that's it. We're back in operation. Obviously, it's warm now, so I can't really test the theory, but I'm going to take their word for it. So if you are looking for the Bixpy motor, I know next year I should be able to use this in the wintertime like I always wanted to and will. And if I have a problem, I'll let you guys know, as always. But it's definitely a cool little motor. It weighs 2 pounds. I think I just saw a release that I think they may be coming out with another motor too as well. I think on April 4th, if I'm not mistaken. This video should be out before then. But I know they have a new battery that lasts longer But we are, as of right now, we are good with just a simple J2 kit because we have the Hobie with the fins. We still have not killed this battery on the water. You know, we've had no problems with it except for that cold weather issues, which obviously now it should be fixed. And we should be good to go. It's definitely worth the money. But I'm definitely curious now, though. Figures after I got this one with the extended runtime battery and whatever new motor they're coming out with. Now I'm really curious. But I think my wife will kill me if I want to get another motor right now. So, but like I said, we've been good with this motor. We're happy with it. And it's definitely worth the money, guys. So as always, be safe on the water. And I'll catch you guys on the water and go buy a Bixpy motor.